just wanted to do a little disclaimer that, as you will come to see, this is not a tutorial because it's my first time knitting a top. Or I keep calling it a jumper throughout this video, but I decided to go sleeveless. I guess you can take tips and learn from my mistakes along with me. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So keep that in mind. I've been knitting this jumper. I'm starting from the bottom up. Obviously I have to knit this piece one way or another. I thought, why not have a little knit and chat with me session? I don't know how well this is gonna go because my back is starting to hurt already. So I might have to do a lot of this. Oh, it's actually really comfortable. Wait, hold on. While you knit, you think a lot because there's not much else you can do other than knit and think. Or if you're with someone, knit and speak, which is where this is coming in. Well, first of all, let me just say that I actually have no idea how I'm gonna knit this jumper. I've never knitted a jumper before in my entire life. I think I've knitted a total of 2 things in my life, actually. I've crocheted more. Also, I've never knitted with long nails. These are press-ons. Obviously, I can't do it as fast as I normally would, but that's okay. I think we've it feels like we've just entered spring. So I don't have too much time left before it's too hot to wear a jumper like this. But I have faith. I'm gonna say 2/3 more weeks. I'm gonna set that as a goal for myself. Although, I don't know if it's the best thing to set goals when it comes to your hobbies. I value productivity a lot, but to the extent that it's almost toxic. If I'm not as productive as I planned to be, or even if I don't plan it, if I'm just feeling like I'm doing nothing, just chilling, relaxing, even if I need it, I'll feel guilty and disappointed at myself. Oh, by the way, I've just finished 1 row, so I'll show you guys my progress. Oh, it actually looks so tiny. Guys, don't come for me. I mean, it's very, very stretchy. I don't want to stretch it too much because I don't want it to slip off of the knitting rods, but it's very, very cute. I'm so excited for it. I'm actually getting kind of cold. I'm gonna put something else on. Hold on. My phone, which is right here, I don't know if you can see, just reminded me though. I probably need to get a new phone soon. I think this one is dying out on me. I've had it for the past 3 years now. Next month it will be 3 years. And that's not actually that long. I mean, this one hasn't been the greatest quality phone. It's the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. I'm sure their newer flip phone generations are much, much better. But I was having issues with my phone, the first year of having it. The battery's giving up on me now. But whereas the first year was just problems with the screen because obviously it closes off. But my issue is, I don't know what to get next. I don't care for phones. There's no phone that I want. This is not my previous phone, but I had this for a bit while I had my Samsung phone. It's a Korean import. It served me really, really well. The good thing about this one was that it ran Android 7 point something, meaning I could have WhatsApp on here because I messaged my mum through WhatsApp. I'm doing a lot of talking, not a lot of knitting. You may be asking, why don't you just go back to that phone if it still works? Which, yes, it does. It does still work. The issue is my SIM provider turned off 3G. And this phone uses 3G to make calls. So that means if you call me, I just will not pick up because I will not receive a call. So that's why essentially the phone doesn't work anymore as a phone. I want to stop my doom scrolling. To be fair, I've been quite good not to doom scroll, even though I still have my Samsung. But I think that's just a matter of self-control. But I'm just sick of it. It's such a distraction. I want to throw it away. There's no phones that I want. Like, why would I spend so much money on something that I don't really care about that much when I could have spent on so many other things I actually do want? Oh, my camera's about to die, so I'm gonna stop this section of the video here. And I'll continue when I'm a bit further on with my project. It's been a while since I last knitted this jumper. Quickly after filming the last bit of this video, I realized that I am not skilled enough to be knitting a jumper without a pattern. I didn't really look for a pattern, I just sort of stumbled across it on YouTube. I'll link it down below. It's very similar to what I envisioned for this top that I was knitting. But after reading the pattern and watching the YouTube video for it, I realized that I should probably start from scratch. So what I ended up doing is just using what I knitted before as a gauge swatch. I've still got the other piece at home. These two are new yarn. Yesterday, I spent quite a long time taking my measurements, and turns out my proportions are not the same as what the pattern follows. So I had to just adjust all of the different measurements. Also, I hope the wind doesn't ruin the audio too much. Yeah, it took me quite a while doing that, but I'm done now. So yeah, I'm just gonna start knitting. It's a really nice day, so I thought I'd come out and do it in the park. This is so much harder than I expected. I'm also kind of stressing out because my phone is about to die. It's on 11%. Now obviously I have to record this audio on my phone, watch the YouTube video tutorials for an elastic cast on, or anything else I need, I guess. And the pattern's on there, the revised pattern. Got under. Elastic cast-ons are much more difficult than I expected. This just feels like a normal cast-on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I need to actually count. It was 6. Okay, I believe I have cast on 94 stitches. I've counted like 3 times. I really hate casting on this many stitches. Okay. Hopefully that's fine. That doesn't look like enough. I'm gonna trust it though. Trust my calculations. Oh wait, I need to join in the round. Oh, I don't have a stitch marker with me. Maybe I can use one of my charms on my back. I'm gonna use this that I crocheted before. I'm gonna use this bit as a stitch marker. My camera ended up dying in the park, but I managed to do 8 rows. I've got this row counter app. I've got my revised pattern here. As you can see, it's quite messy. I've got oranges and my knitting, obviously. This is how it's turning out so far, and I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know if I said this at the park when I was knitting, but I'm obviously starting from scratch, but I've kept the other part that I've knitted before. I'm thinking maybe if all's well, I can connect them. I'm such a big procrastinator. Last time I knitted this, like a week ago. Okay, that's not as long as I thought, but I keep telling myself I want to knit every day, and then I just don't. Which is why I always take so long finishing my projects. I think about things I want to do more than I actually do them. I will be going away this weekend to visit my boyfriend's family for Easter. That means I can knit on the train. I feel like I've been traveling quite a bit the past month or so, whether it's within the country or Well, Norway's the only other place I've been to. But that was to visit my family, which obviously is nice. But yeah, obviously I like going away and seeing the people I can't normally see in my city. But sometimes I just would rather stay at home and get to my hobbies because, like I sort of said before, I tend to procrastinate my hobbies and I think about them more than I actually do them, which is so annoying. I just feel guilty about not being productive, but I guess it makes sense why my brain works that way. Because I recently found out that I'm neurodiverse. It's news to me, obviously, because it wasn't confirmed before, but I wasn't too shocked to find out when I got my diagnosis. So I was expecting it more and more going into the assessment. But no, I literally got diagnosed last weekend. Not weekend, but on the Friday. I hope I'll be less harsh on myself with what I've been saying and also just in social situations, because I always beat myself up for how I think I came across as. I guess now in my head I kind of have like an excuse for why I am the way I am. It's just nice to have that reassurance, I guess. And also, it'll be quite helpful for job interviews. You know, there's like abstract logical tests or whatever they're called, and basically personality tests, or forgot what they're exactly called, but those specific situation tests on like, what would you do if this happened at work? Whenever I get asked questions in interviews, even the most simple ones, I feel like my lexical access just goes to shit. Like, I forget all the words I once knew and my brain just gives up. It has been quite tough finding a real job, but I think I'd rather try to stick with creative stuff while I can anyway, so maybe it's a blessing in disguise. But the extra money would be nice. Orange break. I'm so happy these oranges are good. Last time I bought oranges from Lidl, they tasted really watery, like watered down nothingness. I was looking at row 6 instead of row 9, and undoing every single stitch now. Yeah, undoing them takes longer than actually knitting them as well.
At least you, like, can fix it.
Yeah. Actually following a pattern is hard. I just want to be free. It's been 2 more weeks since that last bit, and I can confidently say I've been making very good progress. Yeah, I did that in 2 weeks. I'm actually surprised by myself. Well, to be honest, it's because I was away. Like I said, I was visiting my boyfriend's family for Easter. So I was just knitting. I did most of this that weekend, actually. So it's even more impressive for a weekend. I very much will be able to connect these 2 pieces together. I just need to knit a bit more on this. I'm currently doing the underbust shaping. I was meant to film more straight after I came back, but I just didn't really have the chance to. Either because I've actually been busy or because I've been doom scrolling again. It's really, really bad. I hate whenever that happens. I hate falling back into the habit. It's just every time I go back, and especially recently, I've been busy every single weekend, either going away and I'm not at home or someone's in my home. It kind of throws me off my schedule or the way I go about my everyday life. And I know I'm probably just using this as an excuse, but it takes me so long to reset back into my routines. This whole video is just gonna be me complaining about my productivity. Also, I had this really bad cough for the past 2 weeks, maybe. And this is probably the worst cough I've had in years. It's not good, so I'll just have to try my best to speak without coughing, and if I do, I'll edit out, don't worry. Another thing I don't really have the opportunity to do when I'm away from home is watching YouTube. You know, that's like such a silly thing and I could do it, but the reason why it's so important to me is because I really like watching random YouTube channels that I stumble across. I don't really know what the style of video is called, but it's sort of like vlogs where they're basically like journaling, but in a vlog style. And it's very comforting. The visuals, the sounds, music. You can probably tell that I've been inspired by many videos like that. Yeah, I just like listening to what people are thinking and feeling. A lot of it is relatable, like about social media or about being creative or just going out and touching grass. That kind of stuff really inspires and motivates me to do those kinds of things myself, which is kind of why I started this channel. If I have to film and document something that I'm doing, then I need to actually get on and do it. Also, I just like looking back on things. I like the process of editing. Me and my boyfriend have a little shop inside an independent shopping emporium. I've been planning on having a little section dedicated to my own branded things that I design and make myself. I really wanted to have knitted clothes in there. Honestly, I feel like I'm such a slow knitter that that's not going to be a realistic thing. I'm not going to be able to sell knitted pieces for decent prices while also being fair on myself in terms of the pay for the labor and obviously the materials and everything else. I think I'll definitely sew though. I've been trying to plan it the past 2 weeks, but again, being away from home throws me off of that trajectory. I probably am using it as an excuse, but that is genuinely how I feel like I feel. Like, it's not that I lose motivation, because I really don't. I lose motivation quite rarely. And I also want to make my own little thing. I've been thinking of making a zine with a few of my friends. Obviously I haven't told them this, where I give each of my friends a spread, like a double page in a zine, I think it's zine, where they get to talk about anything they like, whether it's something they do themselves, because I have some friends who do very cool things. Some of them are in a band. My boyfriend is very into tech and he likes making his own electronics. Another friend of mine is into writing poetry, and obviously I would have a page. I would give myself a page. But yeah, I really want to do that and I want to organize it, but I don't really know how to start. And also some of these friends that I have in mind, I'm not actually that close with. I mean, I'm sure they'd be more than into it if I suggested the idea to them, but I think I'd be scared of letting them down, giving them high expectations over something that I have no idea how to do. I'm gonna pause here because I want to go to the shop to buy butter and eggs because I want to bake a cake. But it doesn't look too different from when I started. I did knit a handful of rows, but I'm so excited for when I have to connect them. I'm like so nearly there. Make sure I look good though. I didn't bring my camera out, but can I see how I look first? Say 3, 2, 1.
3. Oh, it started.
Oh. I didn't bring my camera out, but I've started joining in the 2 panels. As you can see, it looks not amazing, but I don't think I have too much of a choice.
Sorry?
I've given the camera to Sarah.
Hi.
Sarah's filming me. Don't be shy. Are you a fan of Lily Whirl Around?
Yeah.
From 1 to 10.
There was something of the art installation that looked like your videos.
Really? Did you take a picture?
It's more of a video.
It was a video.
And you didn't take a picture? Actually, we'll pause here. I'll come back when I've done.
I was going to say, it's making
When I've joined in the round.
Yeah.
Not joined in the round, but joined in the 2 panels. Oh my lord. She stretchy, it's connected. I tried it on and everything fits perfectly, surprisingly. But I have one little problem. Everything is quite stretchy. Ooh. Except for the part that I just casted off. And I should have predicted it, but I didn't even think about this. So it's quite tight underneath the boob, but luckily it's at a place that it doesn't look too odd being tight. But yeah, I'm just gonna knit this panel together, and then I need to knit around and cast off the sleeve. I was planning on doing a long sleeve top, but I really like how it looks short sleeved, just like this. And also summer's coming around, so I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't do the sleeves just yet. I also had a really cool idea. I love tops with detachable sleeves, so I was thinking maybe I can do that for this. I really want this to have flare sleeves. Maybe I can figure out a way to have detachable flare sleeves to this. But that's maybe for another time. I think I'm just gonna leave a short sleeve for now. But I'm so close to being done. I'm so excited. I actually didn't think this day would come, to be honest. I'm connecting the two sides together using a mattress stitch. And I'm trying so hard to finish this, but I can't lie, I'm so sleepy. I haven't got the most sleep the past bank holiday weekend. I feel really ill. My ears are almost blocked, and I also have this really bad chesty cough. I did some knitting at the pub, but I was not happy with that at all, so I took it all out and redid it just now. And to be fair, this seam isn't looking too terrible either. Like, you can tell there's a seam, but it's not the worst. I kind of messed up here. I haven't posted a YouTube video in a while, even though I think it was in my last video I said that I was going to be more persistent with it. But I'm excited to be posting something finally. I am so silly. What have I done? Look at this. Right? Right? It does not line up. I think I'm just too tired. I didn't even think to double check whether the seam lined up. I'm gonna take the rest of the seam out and continue tomorrow. I actually lined up my work so that I wouldn't make the same mistake again. I finally got a microphone. Even if it doesn't sound too different from when I was using my phone, it'll be much, much better because I don't actually need to hold my phone or worry about like placing my phone next to me. I don't know why I'm doing this late at night again. I feel like I'm gonna get too sleepy before I actually finish this. Still didn't get the stripes aligned. Wait. I've just fucked it again. It's like I'm ruining my knitting by doing this. I was starting to feel ill, so I had to change it to pajamas. The hoodie was getting too warm. I was concentrating too much on getting this right. At least I lined up the stripes. Not only did I get a microphone, I also bought a new SIM card that I can use with my flip phone that I showed at the start of this video. And it actually works. I can finally use my flip phone again. Well, not yet. I need to wait until the 13th. For my phone number to be transferred over so I can finally stop doom scrolling. Okay, this seam looks so much better now. I don't know what was happening at the start. Yeah, it looks fine. Again, I'm not trying to make it perfect. I've been coughing so much for the past 3 weeks that my voice has gone like raspy. I've finally done the side bit. It's all closed up now. I'm doing the sleeves now. Probably just gonna do one round. I didn't realize elastic cast-ons were a thing. I still don't know how to do it, but apparently I have to do it for this sleeve. I wish I did it for when I was casting off this apart because it's just really tight right now. But it doesn't matter. It still fits me. It's just annoying having to take it on and off. It's safe to say that if I were to knit this jumper again, I would do a few things differently. I would obviously start knitting with a pattern from the start so that I wouldn't have the issue of joining the two panels and casting off in the middle. Oh, and I also wouldn't have the problem of the side being open, so I wouldn't have to have a seam on the side. This part is very difficult. My camera's about to die. I'm getting stressed. I'm gonna finish off the sleeves and do a reveal tomorrow. It's sunny tomorrow, so I'll probably film like a try on and reveal outside somewhere. So I'm excited about that. Pears. Someone who's into trees, let us know if this is a pear tree. Let us know. Ben thinks it's an oak tree and I'm saying it's growing pears.
I think they're acorns.
Oh.
I just haven't got there yet.